Tour alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Vitali Klitschko's approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face. Wladimir Klitschko's showing no concern for what's about to happen. This is a guy that is just relaxed and calm as could be for the task at hand as he makes his way down to the ring.
Introducing first, with a record of 41 wins, 38 by way of knockout, and only 2 losses, Vitali Dr. Iron Fist Klitschko. His adversary. His professional record stands at 55 wins, including 49 big knockouts and only 3 defeats. Wladimir Dr. Steel Hammer Klitschko.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
They are underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. Teddy, what do you look for early on when you're analyzing a fight of 2 power punchers facing off against each other that gives you a clue as to which way this is going?
Who's doing the little things a little bit better? Who's using the jab? Who's controlling range? Hey, who's thinking better?
Not able to land the headshot. Good combination by Vitali Klitschko. He's got his opponent in trouble if he can start to put those together. And a flush hook lands by Vitali Klitschko. Piercing jab by Wladimir Klitschko. How about that left hand? Dismisses his opponent's headshot. A solid uppercut by Wladimir Klitschko. Right on the mark with the hook up top. When Vitali Klitschko has that jab working, then the straight punch comes with ease. He's getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Wladimir Klitschko. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Good defensive skill. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make them do what you want. He made them tie his shoelaces right there.
So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Wladimir Klitschko's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Vitali Klitschko's ability to get to his man paid off well there. He damaged him in that round. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. He comes with the straight right hand. Wladimir Klitschko's the target of a hook. To the head he goes with a left hand. And he engages in the clinch. You look at the physical specimen of Wladimir Klitschko and you see with what ease he can win so many of his heavyweight title defenses.
But then you reflect early on in his career, Teddy, losing to Ross Purity, getting clipped by Corey Sanders and Layman Brewster. Many had questioned that chin.
Yeah, you know, I don't know that.
Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all.
Vitali Klitschko's putting forth a little boom, 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 a three-punch combination scored.
Seems like Wladimir Klitschko has his wits about him again.
Seems like he's keeping his chin protected a little bit more, too.
Wladimir Klitschko's legs appear to be underneath him now. Doubling up the jab by Wladimir Klitschko.
Keep working the jab.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Wladimir Klitschko.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Blocks that punch. Vitali Klitschko's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Last 10 seconds. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. 3 minutes gone by in this round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Wladimir Klitschko's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we could say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Vitali Klitschko's had success so far just based on his pure hand and foot speed. But there is some concern.
Yeah, you know, you got a guy with a real fast car. He needs a racetrack. He needs the right place to use that speed to kind of run with it a little bit. Right now, his opponent needs to change that landscape. Don't give him that racetrack. Step out of range a little bit and leave him there. Let him shadow box, but don't stay in a position where he can be effective.
He just missed that shot up top. Wladimir Klitschko's got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook. Vitali Klitschko doing what has done so much damage to all his opponents, landing a good, solid headshot.
And doing it at the right distance, using that jab to set it up.
Pace yourself.
If that keeps up, this is going to be a good night. The right hand scored by Wladimir Klitschko. And now he's targeting upstairs. Committing to the head work. You see him go there again. You see him holding on. Up top with the quick hook. Little head hunting never hurt. Does it with the hook. Wladimir Klitschko's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Come on, kid, focus.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Blocks that belt line well. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Wladimir Klitschko.
There you go. Okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Very, very good. You have to keep your distance. Stay away from him.
So round number 4 is underway. Vitali Klitschko's been looking very good early on. Teddy, you have him up 3 rounds to zip.
I think that's the only way you can have it right now, although I've thought that before, and the judges see it a different way, but he's been aggressive and he's been effective.
Wladimir Klitschko's crushed by a huge uppercut. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Vitali Klitschko's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Two snapping jabs by Wladimir Klitschko. scored well up top. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Halfway through this round here. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. That's a solid hook by Wladimir Klitschko. A well-timed right hand by Vitali Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko's on the receiving end of a hook. Tough to think of Wladimir Klitschko being damaged like that, but such is the case. And his corner is really eyeballing him right now. They want to see that he can protect himself. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Vitali Klitschko's ripped by an uppercut. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Wladimir Klitschko's lack of defense, especially when it comes with just getting away from that right hand, is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head, otherwise your opponent will move it for you.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me?
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Keep your head moving.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Vitali Klitschko. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Good job, buddy.
Nice quick jabs by Wladimir Klitschko. Halfway into round number 5 here. Overhand right can be so effective. Wladimir Klitschko's showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Vitali Klitschko. Little head hunting with the left. Wladimir Klitschko's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. The script for Wladimir Klitschko is always the same. Trying to target the right hand. He hit the target that time. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A clean, crisp right hand by Vitali Klitschko. And that's the end of round 5. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for. His judgment in this kind of situation.
The start of the 6th round. Vitali Klitschko's got to be thrilled with what he was able to accomplish in the first half of this fight. And as we start this round, clearly he wants to keep things in the same order.
Well, part of the testing of anybody being successful in anything, in boxing, anything, is how do you handle prosperity? We're going to find that out right now. I know that sounds like a good problem to have, but does he get carried away with himself? You know, does he get a little cocky? We're going to see.
Unable to score with the hook. Vitali Klitschko's doing a really nice job of just boxing smart here. He really has found that good balance that you look for, Teddy.
Yeah, he has. You know, first of all, he understands his identity, and he's brought it to this match.
Wladimir Klitschko has every tool on the tool belt. Now you see what happens when he utilizes one of them, his left hand. Good flush shot by Wladimir Klitschko. Vitali Klitschko's right hand working well that time. He scored well. With that frame, that size, and all that girth to his upper body, when Vitali Klitschko lands that left hand, boy, it has quite an impact. Nice strike after catching one by Wladimir Klitschko. They're sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the sixth. Vitali Klitschko lives by this. He's bigger, he's stronger, he can stay on the inside and do damage. They start up again, back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. You know, leaning in against Vitali Klitschko is a recipe for disaster. And that uppercut just landed. Landing two jabs by Vitali Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko is wanting the counterpunch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought kind of fight that, you know, hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. And the night is over. That cut causes an end to the evening. A TKO victory.